What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's roll. Happy Saturday.
Great fire. Rich famous.
Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, 101 popovism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bang line in the air, throwing signals. Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, 101 popovism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bang lines in the air, throwing
signals. 1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building trying to break the house? What it do, people? Happy Saturday. Welcome to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. And short ticket today, only 5 games. Games start at 3, the first games. As you can see, the Milwaukee Bucks. But y'all know how we do. Quick recap. So yesterday was 12 games. We went 6 and 12. We went 6 and 6. Not even really feeling bad about going 50% because the locks that we gave out, not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me, the winner chicken dinners. We went 4 and 2. That's all I care about. I don't care if we lose all the other games. As long as the games that I put my money on win, that's all I care about. And so, quick recap. I told y'all, Miami Heat. Indiana they not trash, but they're a little soft. They ain't really prove it to us yet. Even though they made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, a lot of little injuries. We had Miami. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland cover that spread over the Chicago Bulls. Houston, we have a problem. That's the most money I put on yesterday was Houston. The house of disappointment. JaY, what up, though? Minnesota Timberwolves, we took them as a lock yesterday, and we took them as a one, put a couple dollars on them. The picks that didn't hit was Toronto Raptors. Sprinkled some dirt on me for being El Fulio. Should have never really took Toronto, even though I thought they would get off the snide. Now they on a 6-game losing streak at Boston today. And the other game was the San Antonio Spurs. They fake made Lakers put up a fight, and they almost lost that game. When Binyami and them, they're going to keep getting better. Obviously, Pop still not on the sideline. And the other quick games, Denver lost. No Joker, that hurt them. My New York Knicks, they won, but they didn't cover that 11-point spread, but we didn't bet with them, so it don't matter. Another game that we should have won, but we were scared to pull the trigger. When I'm not betting on the games, I'm going to start pulling the trigger. I just don't be wanting to give the wrong information out, even though I'm not going to bet on the game. But what did I say? I said yesterday, it wouldn't surprise me if Atlanta come out and spank Washington like, did not tell you not to come in this house after curfew? They took them boys and spanked them and put foot to ass. And the spread told us that they would, right? Because why would you give a team that beat you twice 9-10 points? That means you're going to spank them. And that's exactly what they did. So I'm not even surprised that Atlanta did that. And the last game that we had wrong was Philly. Joel Embiid looking better. Still need to see Maxey, Paul George, and the crew together. And they lost, and the Magic was the better pick. JaY had he had the Wizards yesterday as his lock. I guess because he's going against Atlanta. They on the no bet list, but you can't just blindly do it. You could, because that's your money, son. But anyway, our total record now overall is 92 and 96. As for the locks, not from Yonkers, we are now 45 and 42. So we moving on up. You know what I mean? Now we 3 games above 500. JaY is 94 overall, and he's 12 and 12 on the locks. Let's get to today's NBA action. It's 5 games on the slate. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't really like none of the games except the Milwaukee Bucks. That's really it. All these games is really like stinky games, so I'm not gonna be rushing to the window just to bet. And even though I'm doing an NBA video every day now, and I bet every day. I probably won't be betting on none of these games. You could do what you want. I'm just gonna break down the games the way I see it. All right, first game up, 3 o'clock game. I'm gonna probably have this video up in the next 20 minutes. We got Milwaukee Bucks out on the road at Charlotte. Charlotte getting the 4. I'm on the Bucks. I like the Bucks. I think they won 2 in a row. Lillard is not back yet, but Giannis is, whatever he was doing with his hand down below after he dropped that 59. I think they get the swag back. And like Ho said, I guess I got my swagger back. Mommy, they said I killed the man. Well, I guess I got the dagger back. We're going with the Bucks to win and cover the spread. Next game, Toronto out on the road at Boston. Boston giving 17 according to CBS Sports app. Some of y'all might got it with 16.5. Toronto won a back-to-back. Toronto traveling. I know the last game we had Boston cleaning Brooklyn with the spread after they lost to Atlanta. But when you come out the gate giving 17, I don't know. Let me just take a quick look at Sunday, see who on the back-to-back. Dallas going to be on the back-to-back. Utah going to be on the back-to-back. Charlotte going to be on the back-to-back. Guess that's it. Yeah, I definitely like the Bucks now. Charlotte they got to play them all. I could see Boston coming out cleaning, of course. 17 is a lot. I mean, you got to be up 20, 25, 27 and hope, the starters don't come out. I'm going to go with Toronto. I'm not going to bet on this game, but I'm going with Toronto. Next game, Los Angeles Lakers out at the Pelicans. Pelicans getting 6.5. Lakers, they was in the fight yesterday. They was winning, or first Spurs was winning, spotted them 11, came back, had to fight. LeBron, another triple-double. This nigga fuck around and got a triple-double 4 games in a row. I keep getting on here. I feel like Max Kellerman talking about Tom Brady, like, yo, when is the cliff gonna, come for LeBron? And not that I want to see the decline, but pretty much just saying you can't keep it up. You know what I mean? If you talking about you're gonna play every game, that mean back-to-backs. I see the Lakers coming out. I see the Lakers winning. I mean, how you gonna bet with the Pelicans? They don't got their team yet. If they had their team, obviously the line would be different. It'd be a much different story, but we're going to roll with the Lakers. Next up, we got the San Antonio Spurs out on the road at Dallas. Dallas Mavericks giving 10.5. I'm on the Spurs. I know they played a tough game yesterday. They lost to Dallas the first game of the season, and Dallas been fake having a number. I don't see nobody on the injured reserve list for Spurs. Victor Wembanyama knee. If he don't play, then I'm off for the Spurs. I'm not betting on this game either, but he definitely need to play. But you know what? I'm gonna go with Dallas. I'm not betting on this game either way. I'm gonna go with Dallas. Just because Kyrie is back. Who's the other person that's back now? I think they got their whole squad back now. Luka game time decision. He's gonna play. PJ Washington. That's who I was thinking about. He probably gonna be back today. He probably gonna play. Kyrie's back. They pretty much got their whole team. I'm gonna go with Dallas. I'm not betting on this game. Next and final game of the night, we got the Utah Jazz out on the road at Sacramento. Sacramento giving 10.5. Sacramento been having a number. They had a tough game last night too. So I'm on Utah. They got their first win of the season at home over said Dallas Mavericks. The day that everybody had the Mavericks. JaY, your team looking like trash. I like Utah. And this is the reason why I like Utah. I know Sacramento has been dominating the series. They are at home. They ain't going nowhere. They probably will light the beam tonight. But they was getting their ass kicked. Then they had to come all the way back. My motto, it don't always pan out this way. But when you got to fight, scratch, and claw just to try to get back or hold a team off, it takes a lot of energy out of you. Then it went to overtime, and then Ant-Man put them boys to sleep. And we had Minnesota as a lock yesterday, and we had them as a 1 pick. We put our money on them. So when they was coming back, the funny thing about it is I had an 8-leg parlay for $20. I had Sacramento, as the last leg. couple of parlays that I was doing, I kept taking Minnesota. You know, I'm a degenerate. I got to keep it real on the channel. I'm like, damn, I ain't take Sacramento at all. You know, I didn't believe in them, and rightfully so. So on this particular ticket that made it all the way to the end, they was trying to cash me out to $500. The ticket was for $3,500. I should have took it, and I'm just being full transparent, right? I had Memphis. So Memphis was close, then they wasn't, and Sacramento was getting blown out, and they coming back. I'm like, oh, I got a chance to win. As long as Memphis win, I got a chance either way. I had to do my live show last night when I wake up because I didn't look. I see Memphis only lost by 5, even though we had Memphis yesterday. Not as a lock, but as a strong pick. And Sacramento ended up coughing up in the house of disappointment one. Of course, I would have loved for Sacramento to win and me to win that $3,500 off of $20, but instead we won our little one pick with Minnesota. That's just a side note. Anyway, they got all that fighting and clawing back, went to overtime, you lost. Now you're going to cover 10.5? Yeah, you could, but I'm not going to bet that you do. I'm going with Utah. Once again, it's only one lock today, so no music need to be played. I'm going with the Bucks to win and to cover early game. I think Giannis and them come play, even though Damian Lillard's not going to play. The other games, I don't really like, so I'm going to stay away from. It's a lot of college football action today, and it's a lot of NBA tomorrow, so we'll just wait. But I'm going with Milwaukee. Let me know who y'all taking. Let me know what type of funky parlays y'all putting together. Let me know where y'all think I'm bugging out at. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV, NBA, picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.